My dear Taurus, not every connection in your life is created equal, and you have known this longer than most. You are not someone who hands trust out freely. You watch first. You wait. You let people show you who they are before you decide what they mean to you. And because of that, your inner circle tends to be small and remarkably solid. The people who made it in, they earned it. That is not a character flaw. That is a standard. And the people who meet that standard do not tend to leave, because you are one of the most loyal, steady, and quietly generous people in any room. But here is the thing worth understanding. Some signs are simply built to receive what you offer. Some people are wired in a way that makes the patience you require feel natural to them, not like waiting. Some people match your pace without being asked. Knowing who those people tend to be is not about closing doors. It is about recognizing the ones already open. So let's walk through the 3 signs you tend to build something genuinely lasting with, and let's talk about why it works. The first sign worth talking about is Virgo. And if you have a close Virgo in your life, you may already be nodding. Taurus and Virgo are both earth signs, and both are oriented around the same fundamental need, things that work. Not things that sound good in theory, not things that feel exciting for a week. Things that actually hold up. You are a fixed sign, ruled by Venus, which is associated with beauty, pleasure, and deep relational loyalty. Virgo is a mutable earth sign, ruled by Mercury, associated with analysis, precision, and the drive to improve what exists. In practice, what this creates is a pairing where one person builds the foundation and the other makes sure every detail is right. Picture a Saturday at home. You have been wanting to redo the kitchen shelves for a while now, not because anything is broken, but because it could be better. Virgo shows up with a measuring tape. They have already thought about 3 different configurations. You have strong opinions about which one actually looks right. And somehow, by the end of the afternoon, the shelves are done, they look good, and neither of you needed to negotiate much to get there. That is the Taurus and Virgo frequency. Competence as connection. You do not need big declarations from each other. The fact that Virgo shows up prepared, that they take the things seriously, that they follow through, that speaks your language more than any romantic gesture ever could. Over time, this pairing tends to build a quiet, functional intimacy that other people sometimes mistake for boring. It is not boring. It is stable. And you know the difference better than anyone. Virgo teaches you to examine things you might otherwise accept. You teach Virgo to slow down and enjoy what they have already built. Here is how to deepen this connection. The next time Virgo does something well, say it out loud. Specifically. Not a general compliment, but the exact thing they did that impressed you. Virgo carries a quiet anxiety about whether their effort is noticed. You tend to show appreciation through action, not words. In this case, add the words. It will land deeper than you expect. The second sign is Capricorn. This pairing has a particular kind of respect at its center that is hard to find anywhere else. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, ruled by Saturn, which is associated with discipline, structure, and long-term consequence. You are fixed earth, ruled by Venus. Both of you take the long view. Neither of you builds anything you are not prepared to maintain. That shared orientation toward permanence is the foundation of why this pairing works so well. But here is what makes it more than just 2 serious people coexisting. You balance each other in ways that are genuinely useful. Capricorn can get so locked into ambition that they forget to rest, to eat well, to actually enjoy what they are working toward. You have not forgotten any of that. You are the person who insists on a real dinner instead of something eaten at a desk. You are the person who makes the space feel like a place someone actually lives. And Capricorn, for all their discipline, tends to respect that more than they initially let on. Picture this. Capricorn has been grinding through a difficult stretch of work. Not complaining, just pushing. You show up, not with advice or a pep talk, but with something good to eat and a willingness to just sit there. You do not ask them to process it out loud. You do not require a conversation. You just show up and stay. That is something Capricorn does not ask for but needs more than they know. And they remember it. Capricorn has a long memory for who showed up when it mattered, and you almost always do. Over time, this pairing tends to build a shared life that looks intentional from the outside, because it is. You make decisions together slowly and carefully. You do not chase trends. You do not pivot dramatically. You build towards something specific and you do it together. What you teach each other is the difference between working for a life and actually living one. Here is the move to strengthen this bond. Plan something that is purely for enjoyment, something with no practical payoff, and make it your idea. Capricorn will follow your lead when it comes to rest and pleasure more easily than they will give themselves permission to do it alone. Take the lead on that. Book the reservation. Pick the place. Make the plan. You are better at this than they are, and they know it. The third sign is Cancer. This one might feel unexpected at first. Cancer is a cardinal water sign, ruled by the moon, associated with emotional memory, nurturing instinct, and a deep need for security. You are fixed Earth, ruled by Venus. On the surface, you do not look alike. But underneath, you are after the same thing. Both of you want a home. Not just the physical kind, though you both tend to care deeply about that too. A home in the relational sense, a place where you do not have to perform, where you are known, where the people around you are not going anywhere. That shared need for genuine security is what draws Taurus and Cancer together, often without either person fully understanding why the pull is so strong. Here is where it gets interesting. Cancer is emotionally expressive in a way you are not. They feel things loudly and sometimes need to talk about what is happening inside them before they can do anything else. You tend to process quietly. You sit with things. You work through them internally on your own schedule. This could create friction. Instead, what tends to happen in a healthy Taurus and Cancer pairing is a kind of complementary rhythm. Cancer brings the emotional vocabulary. You bring the steadiness. Picture a hard conversation that has been building for a while. Cancer brings it up, probably not at the most convenient moment because they cannot help it. You do not shut it down. You do not walk away. You sit there and you let them get it out. And what Cancer feels in that moment, being held without being fixed, is something they do not experience with everyone. You are not trying to solve their feelings. You are just not going anywhere. That presence is profoundly reassuring to Cancer, and it is something you offer naturally. Over time, this pairing tends to create a relationship that is remarkably warm and deeply private. Neither of you is performing for an audience. Both of you take care of the people inside your circle with an almost fierce consistency. Cancer teaches you to name what you feel before it turns into stubbornness. You teach Cancer that stability is its own form of love. Here is what you can do to deepen this connection. Reach out first, without a reason. Not because something is planned, not because you need something. Just a message, just a check-in, just a small signal that you are thinking of them. Cancer tracks these small gestures the way some people track grand ones. You tend to wait to be sure a person wants to hear from you before you reach out. With Cancer, go ahead and reach out. They are waiting. So there they are. Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer. Three very different kinds of people, all connected to something essential in who you are. With Virgo, it is the quiet language of competence and follow-through. With Capricorn, it is the shared understanding that the best things take time to build. With Cancer, it is the rare comfort of being known without having to explain yourself. Which of these three felt most familiar to you? Was there a relationship in your life that came to mind when one of these was described? A friendship, a partnership, a connection you have had for years that suddenly makes a little more sense? I would genuinely love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments. Sometimes just naming a dynamic you have always felt is enough to make the whole thing feel more solid. If this resonated with you, please subscribe. There is more where this came from, and I am glad you are here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day.